everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with LeoBacca. We are doing part 2 of our Shadow game. Since he has been subscribed for 2 months now to the IMNerdpodcast Patreon, he has the ability at the main character tier to challenge me once a month to Shadow game. And we've been using these actually as a way to test for a tournament that he has coming up, where he'll be using my Frog Monarch deck that I used to go undefeated with in the 2K tournament in North Carolina about a month ago. So I will be playing Vayu Turbo. Is it Vayu Turbo or Black Wings?
Let's do Vayu Turbo.
Just Vayu Turbo. Okay, so I'll be playing Vayu Turbo.
Yeah.
I have the same list I used in the last video. I think the only thing I really changed is this was derived from one of the deck lists I found on Format Library. I think it was either 10 foots or like someone else's, but pretty much every Vayu Turbo deck is the same with like 1 or 2 different choices. I'm playing Elf and the Raven. I think this card is actually pretty decent right now because of how easily it makes it for you to beat over a Monarch. Being able to go into Armor Master instantly is a big deal. I think that is probably the right meta call to play this guy. Also, he can come up as a normal summon out of your hand, because if you control a Blackwing, you can just normal summon it and he can change the battle position of a monster. And that's pretty relevant, I would say. So I don't mind this card at all. What else is there? So I think the rest of it is pretty standard. Go ahead. You want to say something?
Yeah, maybe even RFDD. Now it's it's attacked.
Well, I play double oppression in this build, so I try to avoid playing too many special summons if I'm going to play oppression. But because I really like oppression, I'm a big proponent of that card. I play it in pretty much all the Blackwing decks that I play, and I really just I don't know. I think it's overpowered as hell. So I'm a big fan of oppression, and I don't play Chaos Sorcerer. I don't play Return, but I do think Return is insane. Like, don't get me wrong, that card is absolutely ridiculous. It is a win condition by itself, but I also think that this deck just wins the game pretty fast and with a simple game plan already. Maybe if I felt like there were a lot of decks that are now weak to oppression in the format, then I would put Return in. But I think for this testing session, I'll just keep it the exact same way it was the last time we played. Okay, so I'm going to host.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Pretty easy. And you can go. Okay. Also, these days I'm trying also some version with Light and Darkness Dragon.
Oh.
To see if there is some advantage against Blackwings.
Yeah, I think that that's a good idea to side deck, but I don't know about main decking it because it's terrible in a Frog Mirror match. It's not good against like Lightsworn. It's bad against Honest. There's a lot of things that I don't like it for, but the matchups where it is good, I think that it has merit. But the fact that it's 2 tributes and like I don't know, it can kind of just lose to certain things.
Yeah.
Or not lose to certain things, but I just don't want to have the opportunity for it to be a bit of a brick. Anything after the attack?
Nope.
Okay. Come on.
Also, Oppressions stops Battle Fader, which is annoying.
Yes, Oppression does stop Battle Fader. That is definitely an annoying little thing about Oppression, and it's one of the reasons why I typically side it out in this matchup, because they have not only Oppression but Deck Devastation Virus. So multiple trap cards that just make Battle Fader not that good.
Yeah, like once I was in this exact situation, like my opponent had Armageddon Knight and one set and Oppression set. I did a special summon Reborn, then special summon Caius, banned Armageddon Knight. Then he managed to summon a huge board against me. I had Battle Fader in hand, but he negated it with
Oppression, yeah.
Press. Yes, which was the card that I didn't ban because there was Armageddon Knight on the field. Because I mean, I had to choose between the set card and Armageddon Knight with Caius.
Right.
It's either it, Armageddon, or Oppression set. But I was playing around bottomless, and I got punished for it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was clear. Like in this situation, would you, if you had Kais, would you ban Armageddon or the set card, like on instinct?
I like keeping the monsters off the Vayu Turbo player's field in general, but if I have Battle Fader in my hand and I'm afraid that I could lose to Oppression, then I would banish the back row and attack and try to attack the Armageddon Knight. So if you banish the back row, you know that at the very least, if they do summon more monsters with the Armageddon Knight, you can't die if you have Battle Fader. So it does make sense to Kai's the back row if you have Battle Fader and you have another way to deal with monsters, because I don't want to use if Kai's was your only Monarch, then it would be hard for me to justify banishing a back row when I think that monsters are so important to get rid of, especially in this matchup where they're trying to aggress you. But if you have multiple monarchs and battle fader, then you could banish the back row and then be like, okay, well, no matter what he does next turn, I can't die. And then I have a monarch to follow up to clear the field. Because this deck, Vayu Turbo, is not hard to clear their monsters. They're 23, 17, 14, pretty low until they get to Armor Master, and then it's like 25. And even that is not a problem because if you summon a Monarch or enemy controller or whatever, Soul Exchange, it gets over it. So it's situational, but there are times when you want to do banish the back row, especially when there's just one, because then you're not. It's not as much guesswork. It's just like, okay, it's one back row. Like, let me see. So here, I'm just thinking about what I want to do.
Okay.
So I think here, okay. So I should do this.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Okay, so how big is? Oh, that's actually huge.
3,000. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Now I think a bit. Wanna do this. I'll take Goyo. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I want to keep. I don't know if I want to keep the tree barn.
Okay.
I want to keep. This and that.
I'm assuming you're taking it. I'm assuming you're using Goyo.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Summon good.
Yeah.
And this one. Okay. So now this is 2400. Okay. 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 So it's 1000. I think I'll just pass. Yep. Okay. 36. Yeah, sometimes drag is huge. Sometimes it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I played around Gores and Battle Fader, and then I ended up losing to drag. So it's like you can't play around everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. If you didn't have that, you lost. If you have that, then it actually ended up winning.
Yeah, how did you play around Gourds?
I made
Because you
Goyo Guardian.
made Goyo, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't it better to summon like Brayonak afterwards? No.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No, you were dead too, because it was a Greffer. Arm wing is 4,000. 28 is 68. So you were dead that turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes this matchup is like this. I mean, if you have some defense against their attacks,
Yep.
surviving.
Yeah, that's basically what it came down to.
Let's see. Also, I saw some people keeping just one bottle fader post side.
I mean, you're free to do that, but I think that you play more into their win condition.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, like
Yeah,
because they're siding in deck heavy. It's not a surprise. It's like you can keep in your battle faders if you think your one battle fader is going to save you, but I think that's ridiculous mathematically.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Ouch.
Hey, bottomless trap hole, nice. Okay.
I mean, though this was kind of risky, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't the optimal play. So one set. One set card. No, I don't. No, go ahead. I don't set it.
Okay, you just pass.
Yeah, just pass.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. And I throw it.
Yep.
Okay. I think a little bit.
Yep.
So that's not deck heavy. Otherwise, you should would activate it before.
That's a good read, actually. Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay. One card set. Okay. Okay, in that case, I will do this. No, wait, not this. No, wait.
Okay.
Because if you flip it, I'm fucked.
Oh yeah, he says when he's summoned. Wow.
Yeah. Now is interesting. Holy shoot. Let's just test the water.
Yep.
Up to priority, sacrificing this.
It's fine.
Fair enough. Then try to activate his effect.
That's good.
to bounce. Normal summon. Okay. I'll do this. Not this one. Okay, I was sure it was it. Plus, yeah. So you didn't have Caius before.
No.
You had one, yeah. But you had Sirocco, okay, that you draw right now. And now you have Devik set. Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah. No, 16, 14. Okay. Now I think do this. It's yours, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, maybe my first turn I should have played differently. Didn't see Caius. I mean, usually I calculate Caius. That time I didn't know. I don't know why I didn't calculate it. And yeah. So with this hand, I'll go. Yep. Like after the first video, now my side deck process is much faster.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's an improvement.
Yeah.
Just thinking what I want to banish here.
Okay. Kaiku, I need to do this. Yeah, probably just prior.
Yep.
Okay. Effective swap. Okay, torrential. So this goes off, and this goes. Go. Okay. Go ahead. Yep. Like Fossil Dino with one back row. So strong. alone, it's nothing, but
yeah,
you can protect it.
I mean, Fossil Diner should never be alone. If I'm being honest, this deck is a trap deck, so it should have Fossil Diner and a back row. The scary thing is if it's Fossil Diner and all monsters, though, they could go like Special Grepher, activate Grepher effect, pitch, banish, summon Armwing, then normal summon Fossil Diner, and then that's also very scary. Because even if you get rid of the Dyna, you might be at lower than half your life.
Yeah.
So it's like either you get Dyna with a trap or you get Dyna with monsters.
I hope this won't backlash too much. Let's go for it. Because I remember from last video that you removed battle traps. Honestly.
Yeah.
And also I have the feeling that you have pulling the rug or something. Okay. Now I think a bit. Because you could do Sirocco Braincon. I don't know. Let's try. Go. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Did you use effect of Sirocco or
Yeah,
not?
it's in the log. If you look at the chat.
Oh yeah. So Sirocco on your Sirocco. Okay.
Yes.
I think I want to put it in defense position. Okay. Still no dad. We see in 2 games.
Yeah, that's true. There's 3 games, no dad so far.
Okay. Now it's interesting. I'll summon this for sure. Why didn't you synchro summon? Oh, okay. No, it doesn't make sense. Sorry, I'm thinking a bit.
Do your thing.
Okay, I want to do this for sure. But I'm thinking about the target. If I go to Rocco, you do deck dev. No, I want to take Gale for now. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's why you fought so much. Okay. So that wasn't pulling the rug. Okay. I think I'll just attack in this position. Prison. Okay, let's see. I don't understand why you didn't synchro summon. I mean, so strange. I mean, I would expect not synchro summoning from a Blackwing because you have Icarus, but very bad. You don't attack.
You have Tremont Pro in the field. It's the same as not attacking.
Yeah. Interesting, not attacking. So main phase 1. So you have a Gale in hand.
Yes.
I'll just copy this and put. Okay. I'm pulling the rug is gone. Okay. Yep. Yep. So that will be 2200.
Yep.
Do this. Oh no. I'll take 11. Holy shoot, those back rows. Oh my god. Okay.
You do have Gores.
Gores.
Thinking. So I knew about Swap Frog.
Ryza. Okay.
Yep.
I just. Okay, here. Okay, is someone good? I do this 100%.
Yes.
Someone is good?
Yep.
I mean, I need to target the monsters.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. And I think I'll do this, and if you have a bottle trap, you have a bottle trap. But okay, I was right. Luckily. Torrential is gone. If it was a battle trap, maybe you will drop it. Effect to swap. Puke. Okay, I could bounce the riser.
In your situation, I would, because you're high in life, and I just have Kai's in my hand.
And I have Gores.
And you have Gores, yeah. There's no real exposure to doing that.
And it's GG.
All right.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the replay.
Yeah, I'm really curious because I'm probably not made the most optimal plays, but yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna share my screen and then we will go through this together.
Okay, sure.
All right, let me know when you can see it.
Okay, I can see your screen.
Okay. So game one, I remember the biggest thing about it was just Trigonia.
Yeah.
So here I have game. And if I don't kill you, then I take your Gores, is what the play is doing.
Okay.
Because you're at 66, this is 68. So these two are 4,000, right?
I see.
Yep, and then Goyo. So this is just me going for game here.
Okay.
But then this is worst case scenario. So I played around this because I have oppression set.
Yes.
And then Gore's also played around it because I have Goyo.
Yep. Do you think I should have played it differently if I didn't have Traga?
Oh yeah, if you don't have Trag, I think that you'd be in a really awkward spot because you have to drop. I'm forcing you to drop Gores, and I'm going to steal it. So I'm going to have 4 monsters on the field. And then at that point, I can also set more of my back rows. So I guess like set everything because you're going to need to do something drastic to get out of it next turn. And you do have like econs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I will make you burn a lot of your resources to just try to survive.
Okay. Yeah, here Trag was huge, even though sometimes I feel like that Trag doesn't do much, I don't know why. Usually, especially when I have Raigeki, because that means I have a -2 in my hand.
So this game was interesting. So this is where I opened up double Vayu. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, here was strange. Can you pause for a second?
Yeah.
Like the first turn, I didn't know what I wasn't sure if setting Treeboard there was the right choice because I don't know. I wasn't sure about doing solid chain subs on your Vayu because I thought you had the oppression, and I thought if you have on that, I'm dead.
Well, you don't have slow exchange subs to it, right? You just have 2 Treeborns and a dupe.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think you did the only thing that you could do. You said dupe frog, which is what I would do. You said bottomless, I would do that too. And
Okay.
yeah, there's not really much you can do. Like some of the games, there's not much you can really change. Like your hand is not very good.
Okay, fair enough.
There's no monarchs. There's like, okay, so here you have substitute, which you just drew.
Yeah, but I didn't do it. Because I thought you had a press. And you had rug. It was kind of awkward.
Yeah, they have 2 rugs.
Yeah, 2 rugs. This time I destroyed the first set that you.
Yep, and it's funny because I just have a second one. But the truth is that I set rug when I had it, and it was the first one set because it's the most important card. So the logic still applies. Where the first card that I set was that rug, and you popped it, and so this could be anything. I just happened to draw a second one, and I was like, well, I'm going to put down 2 of these now because I have so many traps.
Okay. This game I lost.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, I mean, double rug is double rug. It's just really hard. And then I had compulse too. So even if you banish one of these, I can just compulse him and attack for game with whatever 2 you left. Right? I just compulse him. Like if this wasn't Rug, it was just something else, like a battle trap or something.
Here I was thinking about doing soul exchange, but I mean, it was the same thing. Yeah.
I think I would have soul exchanged though, because you need to clear 2 monsters. That way, even if I do pull in a Rug you, if I pull in a Rug you, only 1 monster goes. But if I don't pull in a Rug you clear the monster you tributed, you Caius the other, and then if I do something to the Caius, you don't die because you're at 28, so you're kind of low. So just how I said, like if my back row is compulse or if it's a battle trap, it doesn't matter because you have soul exchange, so you can't attack that turn anyway. So I think in that case, you do want to clear as many monsters as possible because you're so low. The way you did it made it where like bottomless would have won me the game too. Like it didn't need to be pulling a raw because you were at 28 and you didn't soul exchange. So if you go summon Caius on my 3 monsters and I go bottomless, you banish one of them, but then it's still 2 left for game. If you soul exchange the biggest monster and then banish the second biggest monster with Caius, then I'm just left with Armageddonite, and then I go bottomless, and then you don't die necessarily to what's on the field. Like I have to have another monster, and if I don't, then you live another turn. Okay, so this game, I thought long and hard about this Kaiku. So I have
here bottomless huge, otherwise it was cooked.
Yeah,
like here was really OP.
Yeah, bottomless is amazing right here. And I think bottomless is just really good in this matchup in general. Like I think it's good against this and Black Wings. So
I was thinking also about playing prison instead of bottomless.
No.
Because it's free. Okay, no, yeah.
Because you need to stop Whirlwind. Like that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean it's more rat style instead of prison.
Yeah.
Okay. And I won the dice, right?
You did win the die roll. Yes.
Yeah, I win, but I mean, got lucky here and there. I mean,
I think this was well played though.
Okay.
Like I think setting the econ here was good. I think you were definitely supposed to do this because you have so much defense.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt you to set just one of them, and it paid off because I ended up having this, and this is big damage. This is like 2000, 2013, so this would have been, I would have just done 33 over your guy, which is like a lot. Like it's almost half of what you're currently at. Because I used him first, and then I used this second, so I gained all the attack first, then I half it. So it actually been more than 33. It'd have been 43 over your guy, and that's just way too much life points in this matchup to lose. So this is a lot. This is 4,300 coming in. So I would definitely trade my econ for 4,300, right? And then here, I'm like, okay, you don't have heavy storm, and if you do, like, you win anyway. So I set everything because I'm going to need all of these. So here, I was like, you can't attack over this guy because I have prison. And I imagine that you're just going to attack it. So I was like, I'm just going to prison that. And then if you summon Swap Frog, then I would just let it die because Swap Frog would just beat it. And this guy's at 1,000. So both this and Swap Frog attack it. But I was like, I still have the Gale. And I don't think you're going to summon more monsters in main phase 1. So it kind of paid off. I prison. Now here, I'm surprised you didn't go for a Monarch.
Because I don't know, I was just too scared of pulling the rug.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it's wrong to set the dupe frog here. I think that you're actually good. I thought that you had a Monarch main phase 1, to be honest, because I was like, if you have this Oroco on the field already, you can Monarch a main phase 1, and if I pull in a rug, then you just attack over my guy. And then you still have Gores. You're so safe because you have this. So even if I pull in a rug the Monarch, deprison the attack, like you still have Gores, so I think you're safe. And here I was like, okay, I drew pulling a rug, which is like a very good draw here. And you drew fucking Unifrog. This was so good. I was not expecting that. I was like, okay, everything's going well. And then you're gonna draw another Ryza. Holy hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because right here I would have put back the, if you only had one Monarch, I would have put it back, and then you can't beat this. So this is actually a crazy draw too. This is good. I didn't know that you drew Unifrog and Ryza back to back, because they took out this and it made this useless. So both of the cards I drew got countered by both of your draws.
Yeah, also you didn't see Grapher combos, you didn't see Deck Devi.
Yeah, I didn't see. I saw Fossil Dyna was the main card that I sided in, and I saw Kaiku. Kaiku got bottomless, which is good. But I think that this was just a case of like Unifrog put in a lot of work. Even game 2, Unifrog was crazy. He popped the pull in a rug. I just happened to have 2 of them. So Unifrog is very, very good in this matchup, clearly. And then the second Ryza, when I dust shooted, I was like, oh, there's 2 of them. Because if there's just one, but then it's like, well, if you don't draw a Ryza, I want, like, what else do you draw? You know, like, you got to draw something out of these 23 cards. So, and you're almost out of frogs. So there's not really much else you could draw besides like Monarchs and Heavy Storm. So you're in a good spot no matter what here.
Yeah, I don't know how to evaluate these matchups. This match in general. I still think it's 50-50.
It is very hard. It is a very hard matchup for sure. It's very important, like I said, that you win game 1. So you just have to pray to God that you win game 1, because this deck beats you game 1. It's gonna be an uphill battle because their side deck cards are so good against this deck. But good shit. Got a little bit of a redemption there, and it definitely takes, no matter what, right? Like, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's gonna take some variance, some luck to win. So, you know, it's good that like sometimes you get killed on turn 2, like in the last session, and sometimes you get to like play a long, drawn-out game, and your decision making actually matters, and it can go slow pace for your deck to like pull together your combos and gain card advantage. Yeah, but good job overall, I would say. Like, I think this was good. I think that the Unifrogs were well timed. Yeah, and I think the econ set against the when you had Sirocco on the field, because it's good to have defense with Sirocco. I think that you want to try to use it twice. So you definitely always want to, like, if you summon Sirocco, you want to have a book or econ or a Regeki brick or something to back it up.
Otherwise, you can brain control it even if you.
Yeah, not even brain control necessarily. Brain control is nice, but then it's also just the fact that I could summon Sirocco, which you said when we were playing. You were like, you know, you could Sirocco my Sirocco, and that's exactly what I did. And that's why I was thinking so long on using Compulse on my Fossil Dyna, because I was like, I could Compulse my Fossil Dyna to my hand, and that'll cause problems for you later. But I was like, I know I'm not going to summon it next turn. I'm going to summon my Sirocco. So Fossil Dyna, I'll Compulse it to my hand. I'll take 2,000, but then it'll be dead technically in the next turn, because I'm not going to be able to summon it against the Sirocco. So that was my dilemma. That's why I opted to let it die and then just save the Compulse for later, because I was thinking that if my attack with Sirocco and Gale goes through, like when I go summon, special, pump, then half your guy, my plan was attack for a lot over your Sirocco, then Synchro for Thought Ruler, and then have Compulse and Royal Oppression set. I pass, and if you can't brain control, you can't Soul Exchange, you can't econ Thought Ruler, right? So you can't use any spells on it. And if you want to use a Monarch, you have to bring back Treeworm Frog in order to use a Monarch. I will Compulse the Treeworm Frog in the standby phase, in order to prevent it from being able to be tributed. And then you would special summon Swap Frog by discarding, you know, Treeworm Frog that I just put in your hand, but I have Oppression set.
Yeah.
So that was my plan. That was my like crazy long thought out game plan. And you had Econ set, so when I attacked, the Sirocco got to live, and then that caused more problems for me. So that defensive card was really good there. But yeah. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.